Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 10 days. It is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to do something a little bit different. If you've been with me before, I'm switching it up for this particular week and see how things go. We're just going to grab a couple cards from the Oracle deck, and then we're going to get into a 9-card spread. All right, so if you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. If you're returning, thank you so much. I am available for personal readings, so if you'd like one of those, you can check that out in the description box below. All right, so let's get a feel for what's going on for you guys. So, okay, it's upside down. You know what? I'm not sure. Maybe we should take it like that since it came out that way, because all the rest of the cards are actually right side up. And that came out for Virgo as well. So this is going to be one message for a couple of you. It may not resonate for everybody. Some of you may have stopped asking yourself why something is the way that it is with a partner or a situation and just said, I'm not going to continue to stay in this place of questioning things. I'm just going to go ahead and move on. All right, so I'm going to get one more card to go along with that really quickly, since that one came out upside down. And then we have yin. So there's going to be a big need over the next couple of weeks. It could go as far out as to the end of the month for balance. So you're going to need to get in touch with your feminine side. Women can be masculine, men can be feminine. We can get those things out of balance at times. So I think they're saying you really need to focus on, let me put these down, focus on getting those two things balanced out. All right, that could have been why you just threw your hands up. It's like a part of you may have been in your stubborn, more masculine type of energy and stuck it out because you just wanted to see how things could work. Whether it be you stuck it out at a job or you stuck it out with a partner and you just got to the point where you realized it just wasn't fulfilling you. Something about it didn't feel right. And when you started to balance your energy back out, you allowed yourself an opportunity to step back. You realized there's no more need to ask anymore. I'm just going to walk away from this situation so that I can find what's right for me. All right, let's get into the main reading for you. So the first card out is the High Priestess. That's incredible because that means you're really paying attention to your intuition. Sometimes we are, sometimes we aren't. This can also be an indication if you look at her closely, she's so at peace. The B and the J, those could be two letters. They're pointing them out of people that you might be dealing with, one or either, or you know what I'm trying to say. And this is also an indication of balancing out the light and the dark. There always is both in any given situation. Sometimes there seems to be more dark, and that's when we realize we have to move away from something. And then other times it may seem too good to be true. In this case, your intuition's always going to tell you which it is. Which it is, meaning whether it's too dark or too good to be true. Both are important to focus on in order to find the balance in something that makes you feel really good. The fact is, if it feels right, if it feels good in your body, then that means it's right. So the Hierophant in reverse, you could have been in a marriage and you decided you wanted to walk away from it. It could be a long-term relationship or a commitment you had to a job. It could also be that you gave up on something because you lost faith in it. Next, we have the Page of Wands, because I think there's a fiery type of energy that kicked in for you and told you, okay, if this isn't going to work out and I've lost faith in it, then I need to focus on what's really going to make me passionate. So sometimes we have to revert back and go, okay, what really brings me joy in my life? In this case, it's like you're taking a moment to really look at it from a different point of view. So is this worth the money, or is it worth my sanity, right? Both, I think, came into play. It seems like it was kind of a mental thing. Either things were stressing you out on a mental level and you just couldn't take it anymore, and you decided, you know what, I'm going to go for something that just feels good. Whether it pays more or less, your sanity is more valuable than anything else you can get. And I think you just lost faith at that point with whatever this was. Yeah, because the Ten of Pentacles, they're showing me this as I had set down the cards, is on the bottom of the deck, which means that it wasn't fulfilling you financially or otherwise, because it doesn't have to just be about money. It can be about fulfilling you emotionally or mentally or giving you some kind of payout in a, you know what I'm saying? It has to be in one of those areas, something that feels right. Okay, so next we have the Five of Swords. There might have been an inner conflict about this. You may have been battling your intuition. I feel like it was probably pushing you for quite some time. You may have felt like there's just too much competition in what you were doing, or you again had an internal battle about whether you should give up on this or move on from it or whatever it was. And then look at that, the Ace of Pentacles. Something new came about. Now, this could have been an offer that was given to you from somebody else, or it could be that you started to pursue something because you saw an opportunity where there might be a good foundation, a good way to make money. It may take a little bit of time to grow, but it seems as though there's new opportunities coming up for you once you start to pay attention to your intuition and release whatever it was that you didn't have faith in anymore. Let go of any kind of internal battle and focus on what's really going to be a place where you feel like you're driven from your passion. And then we have the Chariot card. Perfect. So we have Cancer. I feel like Sagittarius. We also have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Leo, Sag, and Aries here. I feel the need to shuffle. Let's do this. So the Chariot is all about movement. This is moving forward, deciding to close doors on things that don't work, opening up your mind to new opportunities, new things that come into your awareness. It can also be about travel. So some of you may be deciding that you need to take a trip for the holidays. That's pretty obvious. A lot of people travel for the holidays, but it's just a lot of movement. So it just means that some of you need to kind of get out of your regular space and go spend some time somewhere else. It'll be good for your mental health. All right. So next we have Strength card. Great. So it's a way for you, it's an opportunity for you to regain your strength, to get back that I got this kind of attitude and really push yourself into the next step or the next, let's say, chapter of your life. And then we have the Nine of Wands. Instead of focusing on feeling like you're defeated, I think this is where you're doing some of that inner work and saying, I've got the strength, I can get past this. Now, in the upright, he's the wounded warrior. In reverse, sometimes there can be a little bit of, I'm tired of dredging through the mud. I really just want to get to the other side of this. If you're dealing with a relationship, this is probably putting in so much time and effort that you're just at the place where you're like, I can't do this anymore. I physically cannot take it. It's exhausting and I'm tired. And you've lost faith in that anything that you try to do is going to push things forward. So although you may have really hung on tight with the Strength card and hoped that things would work out, I feel like in a sense it's just a need. You know that this chapter of your life has to close out. All right. So and then Page of Swords. You could have somebody that is, let's see, not just watching you, but I feel like this is somebody who's watching from afar. When the sword is laid the way that it is with the Strength card, it's like they're looking back at you and feeling some type of admiration is what I want to say. So the person that you were dealing with could admire you quite a bit and your strength, as well as how much you've been through and have an understanding of that. Now, does that mean that they're the ideal person for you? Not always, but there is someone in your vicinity. So if you have gotten out of a difficult relationship, whether it's recent or 10 years ago, doesn't matter. The energy is saying that somebody is watching you either from afar or could be close by, but has just not spoken up yet. I feel like this person's going to eventually tell you, hey, listen, I really admire your strength. I know you've been through a lot. I like you. We'll see. Let's get some more cards and see what else comes out for you guys. This is for Libra. So I see the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, which means it's like a sense of I need to find the faith again that I can create a type of stability that, hang on one second. Not sick, just a little tickle in my throat. Okay. Like you're trying to find the stability again that you know you're capable of having. If for some reason you had lost your job or things had gone awry in the past, I know that you have faith. At least your intuition is trying to push you into having faith. Well, there's a lot of cards. Have the faith that things can start over, that you can find that fire again. The moon is below. So there's times when I think you deceive yourself, and it actually creates more stress for you when you think that you're not capable, because you are capable. Hold on one second. I'm going to pick these up. I don't want to stick my head in the camera. All right. Sorry, guys. They just went flying. So we're going to use these cards because I have a feeling that there's something in them that is important. All right. We'll get situated. All right. So the moon. Really important, because this can be a sense of not seeing things clearly or secrets being revealed. It could be a combination of a couple different things. That's why what I truly feel is like you were deceiving yourself, like you weren't seeing things clearly. And now things are showing up in your space that are telling you don't have to continue to stress about this. Trust that whatever they're giving you is leading you in the direction that you need to go in order to be successful, in order to find the passion again, to get things done, to do what it is that's going to make you happy. All right, now I'm going to take those two and we're going to shuffle and keep going. So it may have seemed like you'd pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, and no opportunities seemed to come up that were really worth taking. And now all of a sudden things are starting to move forward. So I feel like there's a part of you that went back and forth between feeling really strong and other times feeling kind of defeated. All right, so there's that Nine of Wands again, but this time it's in the upright. So you've got the 10 and the 9 of Wands, saying that there's a lot of, oh God, I've been carrying this for so long. I just want this particular time, this difficulty to pass so that I can move into better things. Now we've got the King of Cups showing up. So I feel like there's a lot of emotions in general. So whether you have found your emotions, the yin could be the feminine energy that's coming out if you're masculine, and you're just feeling a little bit more emotional than you normally would. And for others, it could be that there's someone showing up in your space. Now that you're shifting your energy a little bit and you have made a choice, it's like it's opened up other opportunities. Now, if you closed a door with one person, I feel strongly that you're going to have a water sign that might pop up in your awareness, which is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This person is someone who just loves completely, unconditionally, knows who they are. It's a king, so you don't have to worry about whether they're going to play games. They just are not that type of person. They know what they bring to a relationship, so when they offer it, they mean it, which is great energy. All right, let's see with this King of Cups. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse again. So you've got a clarifier there. So there could be a little bit of you doubting what somebody's offering you. If you've already met this person, that inner conflict that you have going on could be saying, well, I'm not sure because I've dealt with some difficult things in the past and I don't really want to repeat those patterns. And then we have the Strength in reverse. So out of fear that maybe it may drain you if you put your energy into another relationship. I don't think it's going to be the case with this person. This one seems to show up for you and support you much differently than maybe you've experienced in the past. Water signs have a tendency, depending on which, placements those water signs have, they can be incredibly supportive people. I mean, there's different types in all signs, but in this case, I just feel like this person's going to be there and understand. Maybe you need your space and time, and nobody's really understood that in the past. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So I feel like you're going to be really honest and upfront with this person. I don't think you're going to play around and maybe hold anything back. Maybe you did that in the past and that didn't serve you. And now you're like, nope, I'm regaining my strength. I just want to be straightforward. I don't want to move too quickly, but I'd like to be honest with somebody with the Knight of Wands. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So part of you may be deciding or going back and forth about whether you really want the opportunity for new love, because the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse, because you want to focus on your manifestations and your money, and you might be feeling like you get too stuck in your head. Right now it seems like you're coming to a place where you're clearing all of that, so you don't want to put yourself in a place where something holds you back. Now, if you're currently in a relationship and there's something happening that makes you feel like you can't focus on your work, or it drains you financially or otherwise, like you're missing out on some type of dream that you've had. Maybe you feel like your manifestations aren't coming true, and it's just been exhausting for you to try to keep going. That could be part of the reason why you left the relationship as well, because you just weren't fulfilled in your own life. And now you want to be in a place where you do so. So if you're in a current relationship, I said that before, but that was talking about somebody from the past. Now, if you're in one, it could feel a little bit exhausting and you don't really have the energy to give to it. But again, if this is this King of Cups energy, male or female, I feel like this person's going to understand that you really want to focus on creating the things that are going to bring the financial abundance that you're hoping for, and focusing on your manifestations. If they haven't come yet, this is your energy getting worked up to focus on them more clearly. And I think you're going to have to set your intentions so that you're very clear about what you want to manifest. And if you need your energy space to be a little empty for you to do that, it makes perfect sense. All right, so let's get some advice for you. What are the next steps for Libra? What advice do you have for Libra? So we have the Nine of Cups, follow your wish fulfillment. Anything that makes you happy. The Page of Cups, only give to, look at that. Focus on moving into a place where you feel more peaceful. This is incredible energy right here. It's saying that what you want, what you desire is extremely important, and you have every right to go after that. And the Page of Cups, somebody may come in and say they're sorry. They realize that either they've held you back or distracted you. Something's happened. I mean, you take responsibility for what you choose to do. But there is someone who wants to be supportive along with you. Now, if this is someone from the past and it just didn't work and you don't want an apology from somebody, I get it. But I feel like there's someone that's going to say, hey, I understand why you feel the way that you do, and I really want to try this one more time. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But the Death card says that there could be transformation. That's what they want you to focus on. Your happiness, where you want to put your energy and love, and transforming. Death is all about the phoenix rising, right? So being brought down to really rock bottom at times, and then being right back up, being brought right back up to the right place. It could happen 10 or 15 times in a lifetime. It could happen so many times and people are like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm exhausted. I do think there is a point when the universe realizes, or your soul realized, you couldn't handle more than a certain amount of that type of process. So if you're exhausted and you feel like you're done, you're probably done. That's your soul's recognition saying, hey, we're done. We're moving into a much more peaceful place. Now life is going to be more focused on the things that we're really passionate about and the things that we want to go towards unapologetically. And then we have the Two of Swords. The places that you were indecisive in the past, I don't feel like you're going to be. It's like you're riding this direction. You're going towards the peace. You're pulling away from anything that doesn't make you happy or doesn't follow along with where you are now on your journey. So it's good, because I don't think the indecisiveness is there for you any longer. I think you're trying really hard to come to a place where you make good and final decisions and just focus on what you're passionate about. Okay, my loves, those were your messages. I hope that helped. Thank you so much for all of your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. I hope this helped. Like I said, if you'd like a personal, that's in the description box below. Have an amazing 10 days, and I'll see you in the next one. Sending lots of love. Take care. Bye.